What's up, my lovely love bug goodies? Welcome back to my channel and to my kitchen, how to cook with another requested recipe. Your girl is always here to deliver. Now it's ackee and saltfish stuffed fried dumplings recipe in my kitchen, fast, easy and simple. I'm going to show you how. If you're here watching for your first time, be sure to subscribe and turn on those post notification settings to be reminded every time your girl upload a brand new video. Let's get right into it.
You don't remember where you're coming from. You don't remember where you're coming from. You don't remember where you're coming from. Rastafari, why you turn your back on your brother when him need you? You don't remember the days when him feed you. You know when no obligation but to him some respect. All you need to do is just give him one to get turn your back.
Okay, goodie, you're ready for cook? Let's cook. You're going to need flour, and I'm using all-purpose flour for the recipe. Now I'm going to use cold water, icy cold water, and you need butter, salt, baking powder, and white sugar for the recipe. Everything will be listed down below. All right, now all you have to do is make sure you sift your flour first, because when you sift your flour, your texture of your dumpling is going to be immaculate, right? Immaculate. So make sure you sift it out, not just to prevent your dumpling from looking lumpy, but it's also going to be fluffy to the touch. So make sure you sift your flour. Alright, after you get done sifting your flour, all you're going to do is go ahead and add in the baking powder and the salt to it. Now, I always like to use sugar. Now, if you don't want to use the sugar, you could take it out. Then go in and add your 1 tablespoon of hard butter. Make sure the butter is kind of hard. Don't make it soft. You want it to look just like that to have the best fried dumpling possible. And the butter that I'm choosing to use actually is unsalted butter. But of course you can go with salted butter too. Whatever you might have, just make sure that the butter is hard. Now moving right along, before I add my water to it, I always make a little well in the middle, and I love to use cold water. The colder the water is for the fried dumpling, is the better the dumpling is going to taste on the outside. It's going to be nice and flaky on the outside. So make sure you have some cold water. And once again, all the amount for the recipe again will be listed down in the description box, so check it out. It is there. Now I did add just a tad bit more of water, just to make sure that my dough texture is perfect and exactly how I want it to be. But once again, your measurements will be listed down in the description box. If you have not subscribed, go ahead and subscribe now and turn on your post notification settings so you won't miss an upload, right? Now after I get done doing all of that, I'm going to get some plastic wrap, put my dough into that plastic wrap and wrap it nice and tight, seal it nice and tight, and let it sit for about 30 to 40 minutes. Now moving right along, to get my ackee and saltfish ready, we are going to need all of these: bell peppers, tomatoes, onions, scallion and thyme, hot scotch bonnet pepper, and a little bit of fresh garlic to make our ackee and saltfish. Now what I'm doing here, I'm adding the veggies into the oil and allow it to cook for about 5 minutes. I did use this ackee of choice. That was all I have at hand, and I did use the Jamaican saltfish, but nevertheless, when I get done with it, that is what it was looking like. Now you could eat this with roast breadfruit, plantain, fried dumplings, whatever you like, you go ahead. Bami, if you even want, you can have some dumplings and bananas and yellow yam. But honey, we are going to make this stuffed fried dumpling. That's what you asked for, and your girl is always here to deliver. Now I saw me, I gonna do the thing. Now after my dough was sitting for 30 to 40 minutes, I went ahead and removed it from the plastic. Now please know that this can make you more than the amount that I made here. I only made 6 very large stuffed saltfish and fried dumpling up in my kitchen, but you could make more if you want. Make it smaller. Okay, now to get it started, all you have to do is just put it on the surface, use the palm of your hand and just go in a circle, and it's going to come out nice and fluffy. Get a rolling pin. This is my choice how I do it. I get my rolling pin just to smooth the dough out, so that way I know for sure I have the perfect crust on the outside. Then I go in and add the amount of ackee and saltfish that I choose in the middle of my stuffed fried dumpling. Then I go in and shape it up into formation just like that and set it aside. Now I'm going to allow it to chill for another 15 minutes. Just wrap it with your plastic wrap and let it go chill out, so that way you know 100% that you're going to have the perfect stuffed fried dumpling at the end of the day. Now, to get your fried dumpling going, make sure that your oil is nice and hot. It's supposed to be at 350 degrees. How you know that? Get your wooden spoon, dip it in that oil, and if that spoon is frying just like it is right here, that means your oil is ready and you're going to have the most perfect fried dumpling, fried anything in your kitchen, fast, easy, and simple. Now, when I'm putting my dumpling in my pot, I always go around in a circle first, because remember, the middle of the oil is where the most heat stays. So I always go around the perimeter of the pot, and then the last dumpling, I go ahead and add it into the middle. This should take no longer than about 10 minutes of frying at 350 degrees in heat. You want to go ahead and turn it on the other side, or turn it generously until you get a nice golden brown. Now burn up the thing, you know. Make sure you stay right there and watch it fry. Now you see where that outer skin of the fried dumpling is nice and flaky. It's perfect. Doesn't get any better than that. When it's floating on the oil, you know, say the thing is ready. Now, after that 10 minutes of frying, you want to go ahead and remove it. Place it on a paper towel and let it sit and rest for at least 5 minutes. Now, if you have not subscribed to my channel, Life with Juliana, go ahead and do so. The link for that channel will be listed down in the description box below. Now, when I'm done, this is how it looks on the plate. Perfect, 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 perfect. And you know, you can always use, if you don't want to go ackee and saltfish like I did here, just go ahead and use shrimp, cabbage, corned beef, sardines, whatever you want to use and stuff it. You just go ahead and stuff away. It is just as delicious. Even calaloto. Now, when you break into that thing, look at how divine it is. You see how the outer part of the dumpling is nice and flaky and fluffy. Perfect. It's not greasy or nothing. It is just perfect. Perfect. And the flavor from the saltfish is everything. This recipe here is one of those must-try comfort foods, and you have been asking for this recipe for quite some time, and finally, your girl is here to deliver. So I hope it was enjoyable, and I hope you will in fact love it as much as I do. You can have this up with a nice hot cup of chocolate tea, ginger tea, peppermint tea. Any day of the week, it is just as good. Now, if you like the recipe, make sure to give it a thumbs up, share it with your friends and family, spread the love, and bring them come. I am waiting. Now, after you're done with that, tell me what you want to see me cooking next in my kitchen. And remember, as always, from my kitchen to your kitchen. Enjoy!